Hello peoples, it's me. Bach2 here. And we're broadcasting here live from inside the Starbucks. And here where we will let me see if I can reverse this. Let me see if I can start this over. Whereas I guess I was right. I'm facing the left here. I gotta get on here to do a little bit of hi guys. I'm just here having a little bit of hot chocolate. Figured I'd scope here from while inside here. Oh, camera angle kind of sucks. I'm trying to find the best camera angle. I guess this is the better one. It's kind of low from my end. Doesn't adjust all that well. I wanted to move very, very slowly because I want to kind of straighten up here. So forgive me while I do that. Okay. I'm gonna have me some cookies as well. I imagine we'll probably be doing many of these periscopes. Probably from here because this is one of my common places that I hang out. Right now I'm using the Wi-Fi here at King Soopers. It's great for periscoping, doing things like periscoping and stuff. Only not so good for things like checking email, web browsing, anything that requires secure information, anything that requires security. And for the short amount of time I'll be here, I kind of doubt I'll be taking up too much bandwidth. I gotta watch the level of this thing to kind of make sure that I get at least a little bit of the background. This camera's need a zoom function. They have a way of adjusting of cropping. But you know, the Android camera at least, I don't know about the iOS, but the Android camera at least needs a way to you know, zoom up and down, as well as actually not only up and down, but from side to side. Because rotating the device just isn't enough. I mean, now that they figured out how to put phones in cameras, what they ought to do is be able to figure out a way to put cameras that kind of move. You know, micro cameras that move. You see, somebody left an umbrella here. You get an umbrella that's underneath here.
This is how.
Let's get a clerk with the customer.
Here you do something verbally. I'm telling them it's like.
I'm going to tell the customer that excuse me, you could somebody left an umbrella behind here.
I'm sorry?
Somebody left an umbrella underneath here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's the biggest grade.
Somebody left an umbrella right underneath the table. We're on that. Figure they might want it back. You know.
Hi,
How you doing?
good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Figure they might want their umbrella back. So you know. By the way, the weather outside. It's great if you're living in Canada. By that, I mean, it's not snowing. Well, yeah, it is, sort of.
I only have a few minutes. I'm on my break. I'm miserable right now. Well, what happened was I worked 6 to 2:30 yesterday, and then they called me to work a bar shift. So I did. So I closed, and then I had to be back here at 8, and I got to do it again Saturday night. But
I'm kind of learning that. Apologies for the Twitter notifications, guys. Still haven't figured out a way to turn that off.
I don't know. I didn't switch my detergent. I asked them to give me a new work shirt because I thought, but I'm still itching. But I got some good news. So she called me into the office and she said, "Can you work an extra day next week?" And I said,
So anyway,
good deal. I'll give you
now
on Friday.
dig into some macadamia.
Yeah, so you know what that means?
These are the kinds of cookies that I like to get. Right here. Pepperidge Farm. Probably looks backwards to you.
It's a date.
That's another thing, you know, about these cameras. They don't always show. It says Pepperidge Farm. You know, not this, just this particular flavor.
Pencil me in.
But others as well.
Yeah, it's snowing. It's down here. It's
And
not
hang on
snowing,
for
but-
just a sec while I open this up. I know I'm
Yeah.
on audio only and not, the camera's not facing me to you right
I
now.
don't have one over here.
Because I'm busy opening this up here.
It must be my body wash or something. Like, I got a new body wash, but
Let me see. Get it.
it's not new. It's like a week old, but
Getting the cookies out. I just dumped them in the bag. I just dumped them in the bag.
And if I close, then I won't get out of there until like 2:30 in the evening, and I gotta be back here at 8. So it's the only day I have off is Friday. And that's gonna be a long day too, because I've gotta get up and look, because I want to get up. If I get up there earlier, I should be able to spend more time with you.
Okay, we'll get a good grip on this phone here. Here again.
I've been like rubbing up against the wall and like they're all looking at me. I'm like itching my back all night. Yeah, they're like customers are looking at me. I'm like, it's okay, I just got a cootie.
Make sure you have questions.
It's all good. Come here. Let me pay your Western Union for you. I'm cool on that.
So, anyway,
Sorry, I was working earlier. Just had to break.
let's see. Probably getting close to graduation month too for a lot of kids. I know that's the case with my nephew. He's probably prepping for graduation. My mom is going to be attending it. She's saving up for it. So hopefully he's watching this.
Because the NFL drafts were on and they wanted to watch it. Yeah, I was last night. It would have been the same time. Oh, in your room. Somebody locked down.
Oh, this guy was sitting next to me brought up the NFL draft. That kind of reminds me.
Do you have
What do you think? What do you Bronco fans think of our first pick? I think it'll be pretty interesting. Unfortunately, he's going to have a crash course in learning pro football, NFL style. He's not going to have the luxury of having to learn from somebody, for one of the best in the biz, unless Elway can pull off another magic trick. And sorry, but compared to compared to Peyton Manning, compared to Peyton Manning,
true story. You better not let anybody ever say that.
Colin Kaepernick does not hold a candle to him. He just doesn't.
At that point, then you can run.
If there was a quarterback that they could bring in, other than Sanchez, let me see who's on the bubble.
Make sure you run it by your mom. So I know what it means. I don't want to take.
Elway can really, swing some weight around. Yeah, and probably do some, pull a rabbit out of the hat. He might be able to get Ben Roethlisberger, but that's real iffy.
Don't forget to send her Mother's Day card.
This kid from Memphis.
So we could do
who was from Memphis University. He's pretty much going to have to
Yeah.
pick the brain of Peyton Manning, and also John Elway, who
Well, I'd be
ironically
good
will
with
be
them.
his boss.
Like, I'll just run it by. I'll be like, it's me. Don't you remember me? And they're like, yeah, the problem child.
So
And no fault but of theirs. So
he's going to be stuck doing that, picking his brain,
I just picked up his magazine because I was going to read it while I was hungry.
picking the
But,
brains of his
It
boss.
says Britney Spears, I'm lucky to be alive, rock bottom in 2007, how she beat drugs, booze, and depression. I'm like, bitch, that should be my picture on there, right? Like, I did all of the above. How come I can't be that one? Because she got a $35 million Vegas contract. I went through that and then some.
That's it. You come to think of it.
Paparazzi with me.
Come to think of it,
Dope on the street.
there's one possibility, albeit very remote.
My kids thought I was going to die. Well, yeah, so did
Eli
mine.
Manning. I mean, when was the last time he had a good year?
You know, here's the difference, though, is that we did it without all that.
If John Elway could somehow
You know what I mean?
figure out a way
We
to
had
get
some
the
rock
Giants
bottom
what they
fans
need
with no money.
and bring in Eli Manning, oh, that would be so good.
Rock bottom is, oh, I shaved my head. I hate it.
This Eli Manning won't have to pick anybody's brain.
Before they yell at me.
Eli Manning will not have to pick anybody's brain.
Well, we have like another minute and a half. As I'm sitting over here in the park. Sorry.
Yep, sorry, guys. Set up a little straighter.
We'll keep looking.
So,
I got shot. I'm not next.
but yeah, it's always possible that the Broncos can pull off a draft day trade that will probably bring in, I don't know, somebody like a big name, like, or even a semi-big name. A big name, of course, would be Eli Manning. Semi-big name. Andrew Luck.
So, I hope you planned a nice romantic
Although they bring him in, it's not likely the quarterback they drafted won't be in Denver very long. Andrew Luck is nowhere near retirement.
Can I bring anything in for you?
I mean, a semi-big name
Maybe I'll have to research on that.
who is on the downside of his career. Somebody who's proven to be a good quarterback, but has yet to kind of reach that hump. Get over that hump. Phillip Rivers would be a good one. He's a semi-big name. He's had great years, but he's not won the Super Bowl. He's never won the Super Bowl. He's never been to the Super Bowl, as far as I can remember. He'd be great. And it's not like the Chargers don't need a rebuild. Because they do. Yeah, the chargers do. Chargers do need a rebuild. And that may well mean moving Philip Rivers to do it. Unfortunately, that may also mean moving Philip Rivers. I'm sorry. Not only moving Philip Rivers, but moving Philip Rivers to a division rival, which I know Charger fans would hate. They would loathe. Charger fans would just as soon see Philip Rivers go to the Rams before he comes to Denver. For the simple fact that the Broncos are a division rival while the Rams are not. They're not even in the same conference. So, for that reason, more than likely, the Chargers will not be sending Philip Rivers our way.
Are you walking, Becky?
That was talking.
Are you walking home?
There was talk of there's no snow on the ground, but I tell you what, it's wet though. There was talk of the Broncos getting Sam Bradford. Well, he's a semi-big name, but he's not on the downside of his career, and he has yet to prove that he's actually a good quarterback. So, I would rule, Sam Bradford out. Might they try to get Matthew Stafford? Possible. Another semi-big name, recognizable name, but who has yet to, and he's a decent quarterback, like Bradford, decent quarterback, but is nowhere near retirement. Like Bradford, maybe not so much like Bradford. Bradford did have that knee injury. Yeah, he's not damaged goods. But he's nowhere near retirement. He's somewhere in the middle of his career. Problem is, he's with a suck-ass team in the Lions. But apologies, guys. I'm kind of dusting myself off here. But he's another one. He's another good possible candidate. But neither Bradford nor Stafford are anybody that I think any rookie quarterback should be learning from. Sanchez is even worse. Sanchez is a recognizable name, but he sucks even worse than Bradford. At least Sam Bradford tries. Mark Sanchez, I don't know. He's just been too exposed to the Rex Ryan offense. I've always believed that the Broncos should have never gotten rid of Tim Tebow. Remember when Tim Tebow used to be a Bronco? Remember that? I've always believed the Broncos should have never traded him away. And here we are 5 years out. Here we are, was it 5 years out? I think Elway's regretting that move. Here we are 5 years out. Peyton Manning is retired. Brock Osweiler is with another team, which he likely would have been had he not been drafted by the Broncos. We're having to rely on a third-string quarterback who has not even gotten out of the preseason. I've always believed that the Broncos should have never traded Tim Tebow. Never. I've always believed that. And I'm not, and I think it's only, I think I'm the only one I think I am the only one who now believes, I should say, well, let me start that over. I think I'm not, it's safe to say that I'm now not the only one who truly believes Broncos were a perfect fit for Tim Tebow. Maybe not 100% ideal, but he was a perfect fit for the Broncos offense. He was a perfect fit for the Broncos offense. I think he could have learned under the John Fox system. And with the Broncos, with the defense the Broncos have today, I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine how Tim Tebow, how much? Can you imagine where Tim Tebow would be? Tim Tebow would be one of the best quarterbacks in the business right now. The Broncos would not be where they are today if had they not gotten rid of Tim Tebow. He would have been a tested guy. a guy who has tested, who has led the Broncos to the playoffs, and when Peyton Manning went down with the injury that he did, and landing him on the DL for several weeks, who's to say the Broncos wouldn't have won more games? All the games that the Broncos lost while Osweiler was quarterback, which thankfully weren't that many, we might have actually been able to win. No, I'm just saying that we could have probably went out with a better record with Tim Tebow at quarterback. No, maybe we would have, maybe we wouldn't have. But we'll never know now because Tim Tebow is on TV now. He's doing work for ESPN, actually the SEC network. It's basically, it's run by ESPN. He's now a talking head, probably doing coverage of the NFL draft for ESPN. Had the Broncos not made the move to release Tim Tebow, it just pulls my hair out as to the possibilities. And Tim Tebow is one of the most decent people there is. He's one of the most decent people there is. So I mean, when Peyton Manning retired, we would have figured, well, excuse me, guys, we would have figured. My hand hit the phone there. It's probably anyway. When Peyton Manning retired, everybody be like, well, okay, Tim's in good hands. Tim Tebow will just simply take over on a full-time basis. And the transition would have been smooth. It would have been a passing of the torch.
Wow. This was, oh gosh. I'm pretty sure 108 is the one at the bottom of Wildcat. Yeah.
And then there's this possibility. Suppose Tim Tebow didn't. Suppose Peyton Manning didn't play Super Bowl 50. Suppose he had retired after Super Bowl 48, win or lose. We could have still won Super Bowl 50 with Tim Tebow. Even whether we'd lost Super Bowl 48, was it 48? Yeah, against Seattle, or lost.
I know, right? Yeah.
Alyssa, do you want me to leave my locker open? Okay.
We would have still won Super Bowl 50.
Sorry about good afternoon, you too.
Regardless.
Bye. We're just going to this little tidbit. Long time ago. When I was working, I worked the Beach Supers top Wildcat, and I get a phone call. They said, well, we need you to come down and want to wait for a couple of weeks. And I'm like, well, why? Why? I was acting as but that's why I
But either way, I get why the Broncos made the head coaching and switching the head coach. I get why the Broncos made the head coaching moves that they did. Those were all correct. All correct. Says, Josh McDaniels, they had to get rid of him. They had to get rid of him. He just wasn't cutting the mustard. Brought in John Fox, who was one of the best coaches in the business that was available at the time. We were pretty decent under him. I mean, we weren't that bad. But except Coach Fox forgot one very important thing. Defense wins championships. When they brought in Coach Kubiak put the emphasis on the defense. But this is what the cookies look like. This is, Coach Kubiak, the scheme puts the emphasis on the defense.
That's why I told Melissa, she'll give me a ride.
Even if it's late, I don't know. I like being out with all of these.
So,
But I like when it's cold and not wet. Like in the morning when I'm walking, I love when I walk out and it's chilly. Yeah.
Oh, I get left this year. Did you want it?
What is it?
Super?
No. What's the one over there?
Hey, you sound excited. Do you and Lisa kind of have the same schedule with Vlad or not? Steve and I not either. He works 5 to 1:30. And you're right, just punched in. I told him, call me before you go to bed.
So, anyway.
Here I am.
Yeah, I'll let you know, Melissa. Okay, I'll be here. Okay.
Last cookie. Sorry, guys, for the flashes there. Last cookie. Let's see, where were we? Yeah, head coaches. We were great with John Fox. I mean, we could have been greater, could have been better. In the sense we could have won the Super Bowl, and we had a decent defense to work with. But I mean, you put Coach John Fox's offense and the Texans' defense. Imagine what we could have done. Imagine what he could have done. Yeah. Which is why my Madden connected franchise, my Broncos connected franchise on Madden, since Gary Kubiak's offense, since the Texans' offense, and of course that the version of Madden that I play with, Gary Kubiak was the Texans' head coach. Since that offense isn't all that great, I took the same offensive scheme and looked for a team that plays that same scheme but better. And the team I came up with was the Packers, which is why I used the Packers playbook. Packers offensive playbook, but the Texans defense, because the Texans defense in the version of Madden that I'm playing with, which is the only one that I have that works on my console. You know, he was the head coach of the Texans. That defense is basically the same one as the Broncos have now. It's basically the same. I paired that up with the Packers playbook. The end result was pretty much the same thing as what the real team had. Only a 10-6 record, but a Super Bowl championship. Against
I don't want to worry about it.
Then why you gotta be making back?
Seattle.
Because she still let me use her locker. Hi.
Hello. Want to talk karma? Yeah, that was karma. When I faced the Seattle Seahawks. Now this here, I have in my other hand here, it's my Crabcast bill. I'm going to quickly review it.
Alright.
To figure out if I can pay it off with one fallen swoop. Ooh. Probably not. I want to control the fall. Nearly $200. I'm figuring little by little I should get it all paid off. Anyway, let me restart the broadcast here. I'll probably so this way I can have it recropped, if you will, whereas I can actually move about and scope at the same time. So we'll be back in a few. Okay, guys, I'm here now from the local. Okay, guys, I've now restarted the broadcast. Figured I'd try to restart the broadcast because I'm having to move into another part of the store. Well, I'm probably going to be pretty much having to be shopping. I want to make a payment on this bill here. Are you in line to use the ATM, ma'am? Oh, she's at customer service.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I lost track of where the ATM is. Okay, guys, enough. I'm gonna put you guys in here. Yes, I know you're viewing the ceiling. This ATM has a bug in it in the sense that there's no other transactions.
Department managers, please take the hot holding temperatures and record them on the temperature log.
Forget it. I got.
Ma'am, all I would recommend is just try back later, probably because of the weather and line.
All right, guys.
And it might keep retrying for you. Just call me. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay. Or you could try like office mask or something.
Okay. I can see. No, okay, guys. I'm having to go to the ATM at the other end here, as this way I can draw a different amount than what I have in mind. Because it has like preset amounts and stuff like that.
Is there a law against that? No, not here.
Are you in line for the ATM?
I am.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're in.
Just the one over by customer service doesn't allow me to withdraw the amounts that I want.
Wow. I need to go.
If you see me tilted.
Hi.
Hello.
Over here, hon.
Okay, I want to put 175 on that.
Okay. The
Money is in there.
There's a sheet down there. It'll walk you through step by
The
step.
money is in there.
Okay, hon. So you want, what'd you want to put on there?
175.
175?
Yeah. I think, what was it, last month I paid 150. I think eventually I'll get caught up with Comcast, which means, one more month. I'll be able to pay off Comcast. If it turns out I have more money, then I'll just put that on my. Thank you.
And I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. I'll put that on my card, on my reloadable card, and I'll send that in to Comcast using the My Account app. Hang on while I put this change in my wallet. Hang on, guys, while I put the change in the wallet.
Okay, the receipts are in there, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. I can help with next. Okay, hold on one. Hello. Hi.
Oh, sorry about the.
Do you want to go get what you
Well,
In 90 seconds from right now, we will be handing out free gifts today for a special event to all of the shoppers currently here in the store. Now we're going to be handing
if it turns out that I can be able to pay more or pay it all off in the end, I'll just put the remaining balance on my card, my reloadable card, and pay it all off. Anyway, hang on, guys. Well, I go use the restroom here. I'm gonna have you guys pretty much on audio only or whatever. I'm not gonna really pause it. I'll just. Well, anyway, I don't think you need to have me periscoping from the, Sorry guys if it freezes up. I just don't think I'm in the mood for ice cream right now. It's snowing outdoors. It's May. By the way, happy May Day, guys. I'll just get the Hershey's Light syrup. I want to see the difference between the two. I don't want to get the big $5.49 one. Soy milk. I got the Breyers on sale. I'm just not feeling ice cream right now. Know what I mean? I'm just not feeling ice cream right now. I'm just not feeling like eating ice cream. Know what I mean? I mean, it's cold outside. $4.29 sale price. Buy four, save $4, $3.29. I'm assuming that's a club card price. Maybe in a couple. Maybe in a few days, when it's not actually snowing, when it's like 70 degrees outside, yeah, then I might get it. Same thing with a pie. I remember back in the 90s, and the pies used to be about the price of ice cream. Now they got bigger pies, bigger slices, bigger pies, and they charge over $5. Which kind of makes sense in a way, but that's all they offer. They don't offer smaller ones. Okay, I want to double check, do a little bit of inventory, make sure that I got everything. I'll use this little stand here. Soap. I definitely need soap. Body wash. And I also need a package of toilet paper. At least a small one, if not a big one. Sorry guys for the freeze-ups. Sorry guys for the video freezes. Whenever they occur, I of course cannot control that. You know, synchronicities of the internet. Of mostly the internet. I think. Okay.
Passenger 13, please.
5.5 for 6 rolls? No way. I'm gonna insult my intelligence with that. You go to Walmart and get 12 rolls. They're sticking you for the brand name, you know that. They just stick me for the brand name. They charge you for the actual product, and then they charge you more because it's because of the brand. Well, I did say a small package. That may be difficult. I'm not going to get the store brand just because. I'm going to have to bite the dust and get one. Hang on, guys. Okay. Okay. I anticipated, the cropping. Okay. I'll get batteries later. It's not something we need to have. I'll get. Sorry guys, it's kind of jerking a little bit. Oh. I'm going to put this.
Good afternoon, Keith Tipper Shopper. We will be handing out free gifts.
Hi guys, it's me, Bach2 here. It's probably not the world's greatest lighting here, but I just want to say I am home. What happened was, well, there was a video freeze. I guess, network crash or something like that at the store where I was at. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm back, and I will try to piece this kind of all together here as I can, and I'll put it up on my video blog. I did make it home in one piece, basically alive, and all that other stuff. So, yeah, I think I'll try to download it with the Wondershare all-tube Wonder thingy. That thing seems to do wonders. I did use that thing to download a Twitch video. I actually use that to download a Twitch video. And believe it or not. And it worked, too. So, anyway, I can't imagine the lighting is all that great right now. This is the basic, I'm still here type of video. So, with that, I'll see you later. I'll probably be doing another Periscope probably on the 3rd. Yeah. Hopefully I'll have a little extra juice. That's my goal. Have a little extra juice to carry along. As that will help. Those little portable battery packs, they do wonders. So, I plan to take one along. Anyway, talk to you later. Bitch. By the way, you can follow me on Twitter, same handle as well. Also look for PC Game Boy on Facebook. And YouTube. I will tweet out that URL. It's a different one other than my gaming one. I'll tweet that out. So anyway, laters, guys. Later scopes. Yeah, I guess that would be the proper term for periscopers instead of tweeps. Yeah, that just seemingly just doesn't seem appropriate. But later scopes. Bye.